Hello and welcome back to our study of Peninei Halacha, the teachings of Rabbi Eliezer Melamed, Shlita. Yom Shlishi, getting closer to Purim, wishing everybody a Purim Sameach. Please continue davening for Chaylei Tzvagan Yisrael, for Shalem L'chol Petzuei Yisrael, and the safe return of our hostages. We dedicate our learning each and every day to Nishmas, Seren Daniel Shimon, Rav Doron V'Shelei Shem Kam Demo. And as I mentioned yesterday, please look at the link in the text of the podcast notes and make sure that you vote World Zionist Congress elections right now. We are supporting the OIC-MIZRACHI slate number 5. I am actually an ambassador. I am on the slate. So please, it's extremely important that we cast our votes in diaspora Jews. So the next topic, Nikiyas HaMakom Mitzoah Rechos Re'im. Also, Lamalo Lahar Dvarim Shebgudusha Makom Sheyesh Bo Tzoah O Sha'ar Dvar Masrichim. One is not allowed to say or even think holy thoughts if there's a place where there is excrement or things that are malodorous. Shene'emar v'shavta v'chisisa etzeasecha ki Hashem Elokecha misalech b'karv machanecha v'gomer v'hayimachanecha kadosh. Pasuk says in Devarim that you have to obviously be in an appropriate place and you have to have a holy camp. B'din zeh yeshna pratim rabim v'nilmad miktasam. He says, and there are many particulars. Let's learn some of them. Kol hanimtza b'toch dalet amos shel adam. If you're within 4 amos, he says 2 meters, again, let's say 6 feet of someone, nechshav b'klal machanehu, then you are considered as part of his camp. Lefichach. Im yesh netzor b'toch dalet amos. So if there is excrement, if there is something like that within 4 amos, ein machanehu kadosh, v'asalo lehispalel sham. Then your camp is no longer holy, and it is forbidden for you to daven there. V'matzoa muruchas keneged panav, and if, let's say, the excrement is in sight, if it's in front of you and you can see it, you cannot daven. And if the odor carries, then you have to go to where the odor stops and then 4 amos away from that. So you have to be careful even if the odor comes from a different room or from, let's say, the bathrooms. If your sense of smell is affected, and let's say you're very sensitive, so then you have to distance yourself also from the point at which is causing you disturbance. So, similar to, let's say, excrement, which I think everybody would agree is malodorous and it's disturbing. So any other smell that would cause you a disturbance would have the same halacha. Lefichach. So if, let's say, there is a dead animal, carcass of some sort, or if there is excrement from an animal, you would treat it the same as excrement from a person and you would have to distance yourself. Legabe K. In Recha, let's say when you have someone who unfortunately vomits and it smells bad, Dino Ketzoa, it has the same halacha as Tzoa, as excrement. However, if it doesn't smell and if it doesn't bother you, then it's a different halacha. Let's say a person said Shema or Daven Shema Esrei within 4 amos of this excrement. This is so strict, this halacha, that one would be required to reread and redaven Kriya Shema Shemona Esrei because you were not Yotzei. But let's say you didn't know that there was Tzoah there. If, let's say, there is a very high possibility that there would be something there. I don't know, you're davening next to the bathroom or next to an outhouse, and you were too lazy and you didn't check, then you're not yotze your davening. But if it's a place that you would never expect there to be tzoah, then b'diavad you're yotze. Yesh ormim shekacha din gam b'shar brachos. This is, some say that this is the same halacha regarding other blessings as well. Sheim amran tochshehu over b'isur Torah that if you're in a similar situation and let's say you made a bracha and there was tzoah, that you're not yotze and you would have to make the bracha again. And some say this only applies to Kriya Shema and Shemona Esrei. However, with other blessings, one would be Yotzei. And since this is a machlokas, it's a dispute. So in a case where other brachos, we follow Safek brachos lahakel, that it's a doubt and it's a case of bracha, so we don't have to require you to repeat. But maybe in your heart, why don't you try and repeat the bracha over? But again, we try to make sure and inspect that the places in which we daven are very, very clean. And we'll see in the next halacha, actually, but it's a very practical situation. Let's say you have little children and a child walks up to you with a dirty diaper. We'll see that next time, but it's very important. Anybody who knows me knows that I am rather insistent on the cleanliness of our shuls, but obviously it's based on this halacha and also a bit of my OCD, but that's a whole question for another time. But it's important that we daven in clean and holy places. So please continue davening for Chayalei Tzva Haganah Yisrael, for Shalom L'chol P'tzvei Yisrael, safe return of our hostages. Nishmat Sarah and Daniel Shem Rav Drum Mishlei Shem Kedamo. Please remember to vote in the World Zionist Congress elections. OIC-MIZRACHI, slate number 5. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great day.